Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I've done a lot of recording today, and this is the last thing I'm recording today. Welcome to the 4 a.m. final recording of the day. I hope you're doing well. Do I have an intro for you today? Let me do a thought. Let me think through. I don't think so. I don't have anything good off the top. I'll get back to getting some good intros for you here. I hope sometime soon. But it's really late. I want to go to bed, but I got Monster Train to play. So let's get to it, shall we? I've been recording a bit of Slay the Spire. It's coming up on the channel again. I'm gonna try and get those stream VODs over here as well, but you know how it is. I think I said that same thing in the Slay the Spire episode I recorded too, but that episode, chronologically, that episode probably doesn't come out for like a month because that's how I am with recordings and uploads right now. We are the Sentient today. Time to play Rejuvenating Sentient, spam regen on her and go, huh, that feels weird as I lose. Because that's just how it goes these days. I don't think I have anything to tell you. I'm gonna try and get stream VODs over from stuff I've been playing. Hitman's coming up eventually. Probably get some good, interesting Slay the Spire runs over here as well. And other than that, I think we can just get to it. I hope you're doing well today. Today is Thursday for you. It's Wednesday for myself. And don't forget to like the video, comment the video, subscribe the video if you would so desire. Tell your friends while you're at it. You know what? Tell your neighbor. Go outside, say, hey neighbor, you gotta check this out. Look at this guy play cards. Your neighbor doesn't play Monster Train? Get him into it so that they can watch my content. It's all you can do. Pushback Talos, Rage fell. No, sorry. Spell Shield fell. Oh, this is gonna be a bad episode. Patience Seraph, Razor Sharp Edge, Vent, and Graft. Okay. Let me stand up. Stretch the legs. Don't forget to practice good, proper leg health. Leg health? Sure, leg health. Let me rub my eyes, take a drink of water. Deep breath. Alright. I'm ready. I like Vapor Funnel a ton. I like Vapor Funnel more than I like Firewall. I'm a huge Vapor Funnel fan here. Very nice. And here we go. It was written. I feel a little better because we have Engraft as well. Imps are also good as a starter because in longer fights it'll be easier to machine gun. We're gonna take a Unit Draft. I'm gonna try and pick up like Shattered Shell maybe. Shattered Shell, Animus of Will. Something to be a boss killer behind our Sentient. Sentient should handle heavies, and then we just put a boss killer behind her. And that's the rough outline. We have Vent for the back line. Like, this run is already made. I just need to pick up a few things. Head into the store. You guys want anything? I'm looking to pick up a few things on the way there. Something like that. Yeah, it's been, I haven't recorded as much as I would have liked to, but I spent a little recording of Slay the Spire, Cranberry Nights, and Final Fantasy 13 earlier today as well. I'm going to start uploading those soon. I swear it to you. Soon there shall be Final Fantasy 13 too. I'm having a lot of fun with that game. It's fucking tough. It is something else. Final Fantasy 13 too. It is more than I ever could have expected. I'm ready to start uploading it. I think we have enough. We've been recording for a while. I just want to, I just need to get a thumbnail made and I need to cut it up. And then it should be here for you. What do you got for me? Glimmer is very strong here. Triggers Rejuvenate, kills backline. Very strong card. I like. These I do not like. Not particularly interested in any of these. Fortify is like an honorable mention, but if I need to use Fortify, something went wrong, I think. These are not exactly what I'm looking for. I think I'll just skip. Horned Warrior is interesting, but I think I'll skip. I'm not even going to bother looking at the map before pressing skip there. We have to see a better unit somewhere along the line. I'm looking for Multi-Strike. And Husk Hermit's okay. Like, I'll take him. He's not my ideal unit here, but I'll take him. He's fine for now. I'm not gonna bother with this. I'm not gonna throw anything at him. He's just gonna be a 30 health unit, so I don't die to High Priest here, and I can throw some Razor Sharps at him. Just in case this is High Priest. Armor 10 doesn't frighten me too much. Feeling okay. Feeling decent here. Husk Hermit is just like a sweep unit in general is gonna hold Razor Sharp particularly well. And so we shall roll with it here. Throw out some Implings. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like there's really not a whole lot of planning or discussion to be had for this run. It's laid out before me, all nice and neat. I just need to make it work, I guess. I don't know. I just have to... this kind of feels like it's going to be a going through the motions run, where I just click on whatever they show me that makes sense to put in the run. The general outline of the run is already pretty well defined. I'm going to stack regen on the Sentient. That's the game plan here. And I'm going to put Razor Sharp Edges on whatever unit is standing behind the Sentient. And we hope that that unit is good. And that's basically the whole run. Wildwood Sap, that helps the regen plan. None of these are particularly exciting to me. Ritual Battle is okay, because we could do Rage, Adaptive Mutation. I'm a little worried about this Patient Seraph guy. Shattered Shell is fine. I'm a little worried about Patient Seraph killing my Sentient here. That's the only thing I can think of that might be a problem. Slight amount of concern for that. I think it should be okay. I'll look for double stack here. Holdover is fine. Holdover -1 in Graft is pretty good. Basically +1 energy. Solid. I want to roll, but I also don't necessarily want to roll. Let's take a look at the Awoken banner here. Animus of Will I could shift into, but I'm just going to use Shattered Shell. And we're going to look for Multi-Strike and see how it goes. I think that he can do it. And I'll trade Pyre Health. Thorn Fruit is fine. I think that's fine. 20 Pyre Health for Thorn Fruit is an interesting trade. I'm not going to roll here, because I won't be able to afford the big upgrade, so if I see double stack or remove consume, I'll feel sad. I don't want to feel sad. I do need to make sure I don't die to Pushback Talos here as well. Welcome back to, oh god, oh fuck, how do I stop Pushback Talos from doing that thing she does to me here on this run, featuring me. I think the way that I stop Pushback Talos from doing that thing that she does is by having a Queen's Impling in front of my Sentient here. And then wiping out this floor. Can I wipe out this floor? Not quite. If I didn't play the Queen's Impling, we would be fine, but alas. I guess we just do, what we do then is we put Shattered Shell down, and then I let him take 7 and get pushed back. I guess that's what we do here. It's gross, but you do what you gotta. And she shouldn't come back, I think. If she does, I'll just play the Impling and hopefully kill the floor. It's okay either way, I guess. I should be okay, although I can heal him. That's right, I have healing in this clan. That's weird, isn't it? This clan has healing? Strange. Rain Steward, this is pushback, so she doesn't gain anything for killing. The effect on the strike is that she pushes you back. It's not like Rage Talos where she gets the damage, or the armor I should say. I should say that because that's what it actually is. Doesn't matter if she gets kills. Is what I'm trying to say. I do not need to tell you how this makes me feel, as you are well aware. I think that it's okay. It is... It is okay. Okay. I take back my cries of agony. We're fine. Talos. Please, for once in my life. Makes sense. I never know what you're gonna do. It's the fucking X Factor. What the hell is Pushback Talos gonna do on this turn? Oh boy. I'm sure excited to find out. Except I'm not. I'm not excited. I lied to you about my excitement. Just making that look a little bit better. Fine. I think that we're gonna struggle a little bit against Patient Seraph is all. I'm gonna try and use like imps to buffer hits, I guess, is all that we can do. Could have played Adaptive Mutation Rage. I will skip this. We have Thorn Fruit, and I have extra energy. I don't need space though, so I guess I take second draw. We have the extra energy from Engraft, so I guess I just take more draw. This is probably draw energy, but maybe it's just draw, depending on how it looks. We're searching hard for multi-strike. Quick is okay on Shattered Shell, but he needs health to be able to take more Razor Sharps. So I'll just roll. Health is fine. Could give him Large Stone, I guess. It's nice. And it's not a huge deal if we miss setting up top 4. We can set up mid or top. It's not a huge deal. Yeah, we'll do Large Stone multi-strike strat here. Brain Steward goes first, and then Queen's Impling, and then after that it gets a little more questionable. We saw a lot of units on this run. Unit here, unit draft here, here. We saw 5 opportunities to pick units. Right? No, because we saw one here too. 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we saw 6 units. Or like 6 unit drafts, I should say. That's a lot. That's a lot of units to see. I'm pretty sure that we cruise up to Fell from here. I need to make sure that I'm going to the duplications from here on so that we get enough regen to just cruise. Play bottom 4. Husk Hermit can also get removed from this run now. He is no longer required. I guess he can go sit top 4, catch collectors. Typically we're not going to be playing bottom 4 anyway, so you know, it's fine. Now, I think that I want to let Shattered Shell scale up more. So I missed this collector either way, off by 1. But yeah, okay. I think that's fine to let him get these kills. Just let the Sentient take a little more damage, but she's gonna heal it back anyway. Or regen at her. I think we're fine. The regen number is gonna look a little low, which is my main concern here. But it'll probably be okay. We also, we scale up pretty well in terms of draws per turn. If I can get Remove Consume, we can get pretty big on regen pretty quickly here. Remove Consume and then just put down Remove Consume -1 and duplicate. And we'll get pretty large. We'll get a lot of regen pumped out really quickly. And it'll just come down to if our Sentient ever takes 100 damage in a single turn, because she should full heal otherwise. Okay. I mean, this combat was fine. Oh! Spreading Spores or Awake. Spreading Spores is okay. It's a lot of cards to play. I do actually kind of like committing to Wild with Sap duplications a little more. Although Spreading Spores is a little more consistent because we just give it 2 -1s and then duplicate it at the Hellhorned. But the problem with Spreading Spores is it incants a lot against Seraph. It incants a lot against Seraph. Like a ton of incanting happens. Not sure. I'm thinking maybe I should have taken the Quick for the Shattered Shell as well. Because he's gonna be in a position where the Sentient's gonna do a lot of the heavy killing and softening them up for him. Interesting. He really wants all 3. Large Stone was probably a waste. I probably should have gone for quick multi-strike and then we just live with him having lower health. Anyway, I will take Spreading Spores. It should be fine. I do not want any of these. Maybe Imp in a box there, probably not though. We're gonna rush to upgrades. Go ahead and just take it down to 0 cost real quick. Plus 10 on Glimmer is strong. And holdover. Could give it holdover. I'll just take it to 0 cost though. Plus 10 on Vent is strong. Could do plus 10 holdover Vent, or I could have held over Glimmer actually. Holdover Glimmer was a lot smarter there. Missing that is dumb. I should not miss that there. Let me leave and just check the caverns. Maybe we can get an out. Sharpshoot, Pulleyclaw. Daze and Seraph for 3 turns is going to be really strong actually. I like Pulleyclaw. Being able to Daze Seraph for 3 turns on this run is going to be nice. It's going to give us 3 turns where our Sentient is under significantly less threat of death. Man, I should have held over. Ugh. What am I doing? I'm just making my decisions way too quickly because it's late. Playing too fast. Holdover on Glimmer was a lot better there. That's alright though. Mark of Invasion is free money. Actually makes our Shattered Shell stronger too. Pretty good. But our Pyre never takes damage from this also. Because of the Vapor Funnel. I am going to have Husk Hermit. I'm just not going to play him, I guess. Or I can throw him top 4. It's fine too. He just chills. No Shattered Shell turn 1, unfortunately. It is this way sometimes. No Queens can play there. Guarantee Collector pickup here. Very nice. And as much as I would like to, I should not be healing my Sentient here. I think this was self-made Harpy, so I should watch out for that. I mostly just need to play units to try and get my Spreading Spores spreading quickly here, I guess. What we're doing on this run is Spreading Spores and regen. On the bright side, Shattered Shell gets to be pretty large also. I'm just gonna miss a lot of regen, it looks like. I have to though. Or it's not even a ton, it's just a bit. But I have to get him scaling. He needs to get up towards the hundreds. Wild Sapphire is fine. But I don't want to play Restore. I do need to get rid of Train Steward. And we're just gonna have to play a ton of Spreading Spores on these next 3 turns before the boss reaches us. Will we? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong also. This might be Sower of Sorrows. I think that this is not Sower of Sorrows, but it might be. It feels wrong not to take these. -3 attack on my boy for +2 regen seems right. Yeah, Sycophant Self-Made Harpy. Very awkward, as you can imagine. Thank God I picked Pulleyclaw. What the hell? Pulleyclaw is about to clutch. Taking out that Sycophant actually might give us a chance here. Our numbers don't look great, but without the Sycophant, I think we have it. That's crazy. Fucking Pulleyclaw is gonna clutch it for us here. Thanks, Pulleyclaw. I cannot believe the Pulleyclaw saves me, because there's no way, we just barely survived that. Wow. I would never have expected or thought to say Pulleyclaw for Sycophant Self-Made Harpy, but I guess we take those. Edgepire would be fine if he wasn't big. He being not Edgepire, but the large stone Shattered Shell. And I'll skip this. No duplication, so maybe I can see holdover. I could also be fishing for multi-strike. I should have gone for the multi-strike. I just thirsted for removals, because we want to remove for Spreading Spores, but multi-strike, I guess multi-strike isn't the end of the world. Hey, there is no justice in this game, huh? So if I leave a 10 health enemy alive, we should be fine on Patient Seraph here. I believe we are going to be okay. Yeah, -1 Razor Sharp is fine. And I will roll. Permafrost, not particularly exciting. Good thing I didn't commit to Wildwood Sap because we've seen no double stack, no remove consume. It's been Permafrost all over every shop, which is interesting. It should actually be -1 restores. -1ing restores, I should say. Heaven's Gold. Don't mind if I do. It's really good with Vapor Funnel. Even if it's not particularly exciting and maybe taking the money payout is better, I think this is fine as well. So I believe we want to focus on filling our regen up and not focus on trying to give Shattered Shell kills. I think we focus on our regen. Although I guess I do that by playing out these Implings as well, and I can wait on the regen here. Not a huge deal either way, I suppose. I'm just gonna Razor Sharp the boy to greatness. I should have put the Engraft here. Okay. He's gonna miss a slay, but that's not the end of the world. The heavies aren't a problem. I guess he's really just here to provide a little more damage to the floor. It doesn't have to be a ton. And the game plan is the regen. Yeah. Holding over Glimmer might seem silly, and it is a little silly, I will say. But the idea is just that I need to, if I don't see quick, hold over Glimmer is the other way that I deal with the backline on Seraph, because if the backline on Seraph is hitting, I'm losing. For sure, I'm losing. So, with that in mind, we gotta do something about it. We're good, I think. Once you duplicate Spreading Spores, it gets a lot better as well. I've talked at length about that and how come. I don't know if I need the extra draw that I'm thinking about taking here. I think we need it. I guess I'll take space. Energy's okay too, but is it? I don't really need it. So I guess I'll just end up taking space. Because the extra draw is worthless, the extra energy is worthless. Nothing's particularly good. I'm just gonna get rid of Fully Claw here. I don't need to hold on to it. We're at only 12. 12 is not great. However, our Spreading Spores, this is where the Spreading Spores takes off. Because we go through a lot of Spreading Spores now. And yeah, if he's doing 82, because the Sentient's clearing everything else. All that, my man, you need the multi-strike for him to clear double heavies, but if all he has to do is kill the bosses, being here has 100 damage with the Sentient scaling her regen like crazy should be fine. Yeah, and on this turn we will see the big explosion in regen. Yeah, and you go up to 30 on that turn. Okay. Yeah, I guess I take space so I can guarantee the top 4 setup because nothing else actually matters here. None of the other options matter. Cycle of Life is kind of nice, but I think I'm okay. Maybe I should take this, just 10 extra max HP for the Sentient, but it's gonna be lost. Space for the reasons we mentioned moments ago. We go duplicate Spreading Spores. Also removals here. Queen's Implings aren't the worst to hold on to because they can buffer some hits for us, but, you know. And we're duplicating Spreading Spores. I'm a little worried. Like, the slightest amount worried about just getting one shot on Seraph, but other than that, I think we have a pretty free run here. I could have taken that money. Probably. Set up bottom floor, because I don't want curses in this. I should have played Husk Hermit for the Collector on top floor. Didn't have to. I guess the Imps also would always catch it for us either way. On this awkward turn, perhaps I want to Pulley Claw. Maybe I thirsted for the Collector there too much. I mean, I have the Pyre health to spare. And also the first 71, yeah, like I'm only gonna take 10 from this guy going by me, if that, so I think it's okay. That's free. If I sting him every turn, he should die as well. Throw out like a Queen's Impling and a Glimmer. And event, yeah, okay, he's dead. He's dead for free. Don't take any damage now. Yeah, we just gotta get our regen scaling a little bit better. It explodes once the regen, or once we hit a specific point. The regen scaling explodes. I think it's around, when you get to around 8 spreading spores in the deck, you start to really see the explosive regen numbers where you're really pumping it. Yeah. I do take 10 from this guy, but I need to focus on my regen to not die to the boss. Need to focus up here. Make sure I'm not killed, because it is Trample Boy. Trample Boy has a lot of damage, and we played bottom floor. Never mind, he's dead. Yeah, the Shattered Shell doesn't have to do everything. He just has to kill the boss. And that's all that he has to do and that's all he is doing here. Okay. Could I have taken the trial? Yeah, probably. I didn't need to, though. Invigorating Solution is a waste, and Snare is a waste of a space. I don't want any of this. Branding right, important work in flame, nah. Go to the steel shop, see if we see Quick. Okay. So with Quick, the removals here are... Husk Hermit and the Holdover Glimmer, maybe. Probably not the Holdover Glimmer. Bloating Fungus would be nice. Spikes +1 is decent. I'm gonna roll for it. I'll look for Bloating Fungus, just in case it's here. Nothing. Duplicating Spreading Spores is the way to go. We have to stack our regen initially. That's gonna be... this one's close. I think this is pretty close. We might just have our Sentient die and then we lose. I'll stay at 62 actually. I won't spend money. 62 is a fine enough number. If this is a merciful Seraph, the patient fight, we will not lose it. I just need my Sentient to not randomly die, that's all. We can do a lot of buffering here by putting down an imp like that. And kill that guy with a sting next turn. Yeah. So this imp will eat this round of melee weakness for us here. Very kind of him. I'm gonna wait on the Pulley Claw until Seraph is a little more threatening. This turn Seraph does not frighten me. And I am just scaling him freely. That's why he's gonna be scary. I don't have the time to stop. Also, I cannot let... Oh, that's gonna be awkward. The melee weakness is gonna double up. I don't worry about his scaling. I worry about my Sentience regen more. Put this here. I'm going... These attacks don't matter. And so she's gonna take 2 times whatever... Or 3 times whatever Seraph is hitting for. Which is going to be 75. So as long as Seraph is below like 30 something, it's fine. But she is going to drop pretty low. I didn't think about the way that the double melee weakness was going to stack. Potentially threatening. 68. 71, because she's scaling them up in 3s. Now, what I can actually do here, and what I'm going to do here, as I recognize it now, is I can buffer this hit with Queen's Impling actually, and then she'll take like 40 from this Gilded Wing instead. The Sting's on Seraph, maybe not the best use of his numbers, but whatever. Instead, she takes 40 from this man, but I have to not kill him, which I have done. Now, what I have to not do here actually is not triple sting. I need him to attack. You must attack. Oh yeah, stop that. Oh god, that's ugly. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see me like this. We're gonna have really high numbers, but we're also going to be against really big Seraph, so it's a little frightening, I will say. Our regen numbers are getting big, but Seraph is also getting quite large, so he's at 46. He's threatening. I'm going to need to use Pulley Claw next time I see it, or else it was just a waste. I guess it's just gonna end up being a waste, and that's fine. I could have used it a few turns ago, but I didn't. Because Seraph is no longer melee weaknessing us. It is done. Let's see if we can make it to a big enough regen number to just crush him here. It's gonna be tough. Just send that guy. It's like we get big spreading spores though, so I think it's fine. Future spreading spores are less effective, but I am pretty sure we win this, right? You dead? Oh wow, not at all. Interesting. Just throw regen at him, I guess. I thought that was gonna look a lot better. Huh. I definitely just over-incanted him. That's pretty funny. I put him to the point where he one-shots her. I want to replay this fight, and I want to not accidentally... I gave Seraph way too much attack for free. We'll replay it real quick before I call it an episode, because I wasn't focused as well as I could have been. That's all. And there was like a pulley claw turn I could have done as well, a little bit better. It's a very similar setup, I'm just going to not send it here. That's all. I'm gonna do my best to not overly buff Seraph. Like maybe these restores aren't worth actually. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say restore is no longer worth. I don't even play Engraft up there either. We're gonna be a little more conservative. I tried to just play the haha I don't care what you do line, but that line does not work here. The haha don't care stay mad line, if you will. Right, and then on this turn, it's a little less frightening. I am still engrafting, although I don't have to engraft here. And you know what? I think I will not. I think that missing this 2 regen shouldn't matter, ultimately. Because 2 regen there is not a huge benefit, considering I'm also giving a permanent +1. It's a weird one, because it is like extra turns until he starts just one-shotting anyway. But I played too slow and now he Sentient dies, except I have Pulley Claw. This is why I have taken the Pulley Claw, of course. Now I do need to be healing my Sentient a bit on this turn. This was the big turn that I wanted to see differently. I wanted to see what happens if I played Pulley Claw on Seraph on this turn instead of the Imp. I tried to hold it last time for some reason, and I did not want to do that, as it turns out. But we've been doing all of our healing through Spreading Spores, which means that my Sentient's health bar is not looking super high, but Seraph's at 28 instead of the like 1 million he was at last time we were here, so I'm feeling decent about that. Okay. I should throw this implant away. Let's see. I think that in my initial playthrough of this combat, I was in the mindset of it wasn't gonna matter and Spreading Spores was going to get to be so large regardless of what I did here. And that idea ends up being incorrect, of course. Turns out respecting Seraph the Patient a little bit is good. I can't just call him a little baby and press every card I see for fun. Are you dead this time? Yeah, you see that? This was definitely just a mistake. But you'll forgive me, it's very late and I've been playing a lot of card games today. Or you won't, you don't have to forgive me, that's fine. It's funny because I put up 50 regen in the preview. I was right. I was right in my hypothesis that I was going to put up an absurd amount of regen, but my thought process was it wasn't going to matter. But as it turns out, when you give Seraph 50 attack, it does matter. Surprise. Just make sure you play the combat out in a way where you actually utilize your brain a little bit. Shattered Shell did great. I don't think we took a single point of pyre damage outside of, I think we took 10 here, right? Took 10 damage. 10 damage here. And we took 20 from the event as well. Cool. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.